Let's have a chat. Hold on. Before we have a chat, here we'll put on some like ranting music. All right, let's have a chat. My first YouTube video, first one for this channel. I've been waiting and waiting for the right moment, for the right inspiration, right, to get to this. So look, I'm an old guy, right? I'm almost 55 today. Been playing video games all my life. Literally almost all my life. I even got the Atari shirt on today. I don't know, it was just by accident. Look, I don't ever want to be that guy who gives like the old guy says, what, fuck that, right? And the last thing you guys need is, your parent speaking to you that way. But I see this thing going on, and let me just tell you a little bit about me so you understand. I spent a lot of years preparing sporting services for competition. Okay? Golf courses, soccer fields, athletic stadiums, all that sort of stuff. That's been my primary thing until I've become semi-retired from that due to COVID, right? I'm like, well, what do I want to do? Well, I like gaming, I like content creating, so that's what I'm doing. Okay? So that's me. So why am I talking about this? Because I see something in gaming that I saw in sports competition. I see something going on right now that it just kind of blows my mind, really. And it's sad. It's fucking sad. Look, there's this situation going on right now where everybody is just complaining about games, complaining about developers, complaining about cheaters, complain. I saw the same shit in professional sports. And you want to talk about a group of complainers? You've never seen such a group of complainers: professional golfers and professional soccer players and professional baseball players and professional football players. Entitled. Complain about everything. Always a reason why they didn't win. Oh, unless they fucking won and then, everything was great, right? My first experience with this was like in the 90s when I watched a really famous baseball player. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't, just tear the shit out of a professional groundskeeper because of a bad hop on an infield ball. Just dress the guy down. I was standing right there. I couldn't believe it. Like a Golden Glove guy. Just pour the shit out of this guy. You don't know what you're fucking doing. You can, haven't you ever prepared, this is this guy's life, right? And your job, Mr. Athlete, is to catch the fucking ball, right? Field the grounder. And it took a hop because that's how it goes. Okay, a hop, right? The rub of the green. All that sort of stuff. So here we are in gaming, right? And I love gaming, and I love that there's competition now, and there's this drive, and people want to do well, and it's just so fucking cool, man. This makes me so happy. It makes me wish I was in my 20s again. It makes me wish I had my Twitch, my quick reactions and stuff that I had back then. I don't know if I ever really had it. I mean, I suck now, and I know it. I mean, I'll never be super competitive. Partially competitive, right? But it's different for me now. I enjoy the mental aspect of things so much more. But it's just so weird. Like, I watch gamers complain, and if they, and the latest thing has been, I've been playing a lot of Escape from Tarkov. And let me just say, I fucking love Escape from Tarkov. It is such a fun game to me. I love everything about it. I love that there's an economy. I love that there's decisions to make. I love, run this ammo, run that ammo, that gun. I love the whole thing. I love the maps. I love the graphics. This is not a complaint about Escape from Tarkov. What blows my mind is, here's all these guys that are playing professional, and all of a sudden Tarkov's getting some notice, right? It's at the top of the list on Twitch. And it brings in the big boys. I'm not going to mention any names. It doesn't matter who, but you've heard it. You've heard the complaining, right? Oh, this game is so fucked up. Oh, this game doesn't, oh, the cheaters. Blah, 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 blah. The game's fucked up. Right? Get shot, lose your shit for 10 minutes on your feed. I'm not talking about any one specific person here. There's a ton of it. You see it all over. I watch a lot of smaller streamers who just lose their fucking minds. Right? I mean, first of all, look, it's a game. You guys. It's a goddamn game. I'm going to mention one professional golfer. No, I'm not going to say the name. Doesn't matter. Let's just say somebody that you've read about, even if you don't give a shit about golf, you know about this person. Okay? Figure it out. And I said to him one time, I said, hey, you know what? It's just a game. And he takes a step back and he looks at me and he says, Dave, you don't fucking get it. This is my livelihood. This is my living. This is everything. Yes, dude. I understand. I understand your job is to play golf. And yes, Mr. Streamer, I understand your job is to play. I understand your job is to create content. I understand it and I love it. And I love that such a thing exists. And by the way, I'm doing it myself. But I mean, what the actual fuck? Play the game. And we used to say it all the time to the golfers, just play the ball. Golf your ball. Soccer players, just play. So the field is slow today because it rained yesterday. So what? Go play. Everybody's playing on that field today. All right, let's go back to the Tarkov thing. All right, so Tarkov is borked, right? Tarkov is all fucked up. The sound is fucked up. Everybody's talking about it, right? I mean, and first of all, the computer geek in me knows that what they're trying to do is monumental. It really is. And they're doing it without AAA money, AA money, however you look at it. I don't know what we say in gaming. But I mean, this is some guys from Russia that are killing it, right? They're trying really hard, and there's a really great community around it all, and there's some good streamers, and but goddamn, guys, just play the game. So you take a rifle out, and you run around, and somebody shoots you, and you never heard him, and you never saw him. Well, so fucking what? Guess what? In a couple of raids, you're going to have a rifle. You're going to see somebody, and because their server didn't see you first, you're going to get the kill. Oh, everything's cool. Everything's fine, man. Right? I don't get this. I don't get all the whining and complaining. Look, you guys, we get to play games like this. When I was a kid, when I was in my 20s, we couldn't imagine shit that we're getting to play on our PCs, and if you could play some of this stuff, you had to go. I remember going to San Jose, California, to a place that had they weren't full motion flight sims or anything like that, but it had a little bit of motion to it, whatever. And we paid a fortune to dogfight at this place. And you waited in line for hours, and God. And I was just like, oh, this is so, this could be so cool. Why can't I do this at home? I mean, you should see some of the games that we play. I remember the original version of Mech Warrior, it had the greatest music, and it was just so bizarre how bad the graphics could be, how slow the frame rates could be. I mean, you guys bitch and moan if you get a frame rate that's less than 60, less than 40. Look, I just want to say something, man. I'm particularly right now talking to the Tarkov community because that's where I'm playing. But it happens in the Star Citizen community. It happens in the Elite Dangerous community. It happens. I was playing Fortnite for a while, smacking on all the Timmies, and complain, oh, cheater, you're cheating, you're hacking. And you guys complain about all the little kids, but you sound just like them. God, just play the fucking game, man. Gaming is so much fun. We are so lucky. We're in the golden age of it. Okay, so they changed something, right? So they nerfed this, they buffed that. So what? It got nerfed for me too, dude. It got buffed for me too, and for you too. Play that way. You know, so what? All right, and again, Dave, you know, you don't understand, right? You know, Willer, you got to understand, I'm trying to make a living at this shit. You know, there's prize money involved. And I get it. I've been there. I worked around professional sports at all kinds of different levels. I've worked around it from the club level, from the below club level all the way up. I've dealt with the local guy who's winning the club championship at his 9-hole golf course in fucking Nebraska. You know, clear up to U.S. Opens and you know, Open championships, right? So I know it's big money. I get it. I know it means a lot. I know you put your heart into it. I know you're staying up 24 hours streaming, trying to make it happen. I get all that. But you guys are not endearing yourselves whatsoever to the developer community. You're not endearing yourselves to each other. You're not looking good. It's a bad look. It was always a bad look to me when a pro athlete went nuts over a putting green. Oh, they didn't prepare the greens right. And just like, oh, shut up. You're such a fucking baby. You know? And these are friends. Like, I would say that to friends. People I know, people whose, you know, number is in my phone. Listen, you guys, we are so lucky. This is my rant. We are so fucking lucky. We get in a game right now, you know? I'm having a ball. I have to tell you, I'm having a ball. I am having so much fun learning Tarkov, learning Star Citizen, playing some other stuff, you know, going back to PUBG, going back to a little bit of CSGO. God, it's fun. I'm so glad I'm off the road. I'm so glad I've been home. I have coronavirus to thank for that, right? I do. So great. But come on, you guys. Play the game, enjoy yourselves, figure out cool ways to do stuff. You know, and if you can't peek that guy all the time and hit that shot, then fucking don't. You know, find another way. And realize that they're going through the same thing that you're going through. They're playing on the same servers that you're playing on. I heard somebody the other day, it was like, you know, ripping apart Battlestate Games for the way they handled their engine, their servers, their, you know, their paying, all that sort of stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, like, well, first of all, what do you know? You know, really, Jimmy, you're working at Jimmy John's, you know, trying to support yourself and trying to get to be a streamer and stuff. And I love that, right? Like, struggle's good. I love struggle. What the fuck do you know about netcode? What do you know about game development? What do you know about server blades? I mean, I know enough to speak that language a little bit, and I don't know shit. A long time ago, I taught myself Unix because I just wanted to know. That doesn't make me a mainframe guy now. You know? So, like, come on, get a grip. Hey, if you're losing your mind, if you're thrashing stuff, and oh yeah, we've all seen the videos of these guys, you know, thrashing their keyboards and stuff. I'm not talking about that. That's just entertainment. That's just stupidity. Now, I'm talking about people that are really, really just getting deeply invested in the whole idea that the game company is fucking me and they're letting all the cheaters in and I Huh? like you know, remember that Saturday Night Live sketch with Captain Kirk, you know? Like, you people need to get a life. Right? William Shatner is at a Star Trek convention, yeah, and they're bugging him with all this nerd stuff, and he's like, get a life. Come on, guys. It's a game. These are games. We compete against each other, we win, we lose. It's not life or death. Let's remember. And let's have fun. Like, I learn every time I get killed. I learn every time I lose a piece of gear. I learn every time I crash a ship, you know? I do, I learn. Listen to me, this is my old guy perspective, and then I'm gonna finish. okay? Because I want a game. This is my old guy perspective. One day, some of you guys that are in your 20s, 30s, and guys and girls, and when I say guys, I'm talking, you know, them, they, right? Which I love. I just love that we're talking, you know, so many great girl gamers out there. And so I'm just saying guys as people. One day you're gonna have responsibilities. You're gonna have businesses. You're gonna have kids. You're gonna have houses. You're gonna have. I mean, we see it. I see it all the time. I already see it in the Tarkov community. Everybody's growing up, having kids, having stuff. You're gonna fight for every fucking minute that you get to play, and you're gonna feel guilty. You're gonna feel guilty sometimes when you choose play over work. Oh, my work is play. Okay, great. Good. Work-life integration. Fucking do it. I have a bunch of friends who are professional musicians, right? Work-life integration. Guess what? They still fight. They still fight to be able to have fun. They fight for their time, you know? You guys are going to be fighting for your gaming time. I guarantee it. You're gonna the responsibilities are going to get bigger. The world is going to get different. Things are going to change. Technology is going to change. You're going to be like me. You're going to lose your quickness. You know, it happens. It happens. It happens to every professional athlete, no matter what you're at. Eventually, the gears wear out, and you're going to go, God, I wish I wouldn't have wasted so much time fucking bitching and moaning and carrying on about how so many cheaters are in Fortnite, or so many cheaters are in Escape from Tarkov, you know, or how toxic the community is. I mean, that's a whole nother rant that we'll talk about Twitter and gaming Twitter and stuff sometime. Don't waste your time, you guys. At 55 years old, I am fighting for every minute that I get to play, and I am so glad I get to play. I love it. And so what? So somebody caps me and I don't ever hear the sound. So fucking what? And I cuss. Fuck, you know, motherfucker. And then I go, I'm playing a game. And it's so much fun. And I don't have to put a quarter in it. You know, well, I guess we put quarters in it, you know, in a different way, right? When I was a kid, we used to go to the arcade and we had to take money and, you know, put quarters in. And I was always begging my parents for, you know, money or doing odd jobs or whatever. When I got old enough, it was like, hey, you got to do some work, bro, if you want a pocket full of quarters. Don't be so entitled. Don't be so entitled. Play the fucking game. My name is Dave. My friends call me the WilberForce. Sometimes my friends call me Bear. And I'm happy that you listened. Thanks. Take care. And play the fucking game. All right?